our big recruiting time. We're on the road pretty much every day the month of July trying to find young players to come to Marquette. And yesterday, I was in Baltimore, and one of my college buddies coaches a U13 team, ironically. And they're a pretty good team in Baltimore, and he asked me to come run a practice. The excitement here, it just blows away the excitement in Baltimore for the lacrosse experience. When I pulled up and I saw the War Eagle sign going up, and I pulled up at this facility and I looked at the field, it was truly humbling. I mean, for me, coming from New York, what I consider to be the mecca of lacrosse, you know, coming here to be able to coach a U13 team in the middle of Madison, Wisconsin, with two other teams going on, and seeing the excitement in your guys' faces to be playing this sport is truly a humbling experience for me. So you guys don't know how good you have it, and I hope that you're grateful. You make sure you give your parents a round of applause right now for thanking them for this opportunity. All right, and thanking your coaches as well, because the organization, I just told the gentleman from the paper, he said, what makes a good program? It's the leadership. You know, you guys all look the same. You're all sitting up straight. You're looking me in the eye. When coach said, make sure we're organized, getting your warm-up, you got right to it. And most of all, it looks like you're having fun. So I don't know if there's any Division I lacrosse players out here, but I can tell you that you guys are learning a lot from this summer experience, okay? So that's a testament to your coaches and certainly your parents. So thank you for that. When I talk to groups like this, I use an analogy. I imagine when I'm going recruiting, I imagine that I'm driving a bus, okay? I'm trying to fill my bus. I consider myself the bus driver, and I'm trying to fill my bus with the best players and people that I possibly can. Because eventually I'm going to have to drive that bus to another field somewhere and play another team. And if the guys that get off my bus play better than the guys that are on the other bus, we're going to win. And that's the object of the game. So let's talk about it for a minute. For the U13 guys, you know me for about an hour. The other guys, this is your first impression. But if I'm driving a bus, what's my bus look like? What kind of bus do you think I'm riding?
Marquette bus.
A Marquette bus. Sweet. Nice. What else? What do you got? A classy bus. So what's a classy bus mean to you? Cool. What's cool? A charter bus? So we got a Marquette bus that's a charter bus that's classy and cool. Give me some more specifics. What do we got? What kind of rims are we rocking?
TVs.
We got TVs. We got gold rims. Plated rims. We got gold-plated rims. We got TVs. How about a disco ball? We got a disco ball? Yeah, we got a disco ball. Are our windows tinted? Yeah. We got some hydraulics? Yes. We got a nice sound system? Yes, we do. We got music. Here's the point. My bus is rocking. It's jamming out. Everybody wants to be on my bus. That's the way I look at it. Okay, so I'm rolling up to these recruiting events, and I'm driving this really cool bus with these plated rims, Marquette logos, disco ball, tinted windows, and music that we all love blasting out of the speakers. It's a great place to be. What's going to make me stop my bus at your bus stop? What's the first thing I'm going to notice? I'm sitting on the sideline. I'm watching you guys play lacrosse. When am I going to stop my bus at your bus stop?
Hard work.
You're working hard. Two guys right there said it. So hard work. What else?
Leadership.
Leadership. Great. Catch and throw. Skills. Okay. What else? Fundamentals. Teamwork. All those things I'm looking for. At all levels, the process is backwards. We're trying to invite guys to a college, and my process starts with the type of athlete that you are. It doesn't mean you have to be the biggest, fastest, or strongest guy. It means that maybe you got to be the hardest worker or the best leader. Or you got to be best at the fundamentals. My best player this year was a 5'6" defenseman from Bridgewater, New Jersey. There's a lot of you guys that are taller than him. How many of you guys know who Matt Cavanaugh is? You ever hear that name? Yeah, Matt Cavanaugh. What school does he play at? Notre Dame. One of the best attackmen in the country. BJ Grill, my defenseman. Marquette's played Notre Dame 3 years. How many goals has Matt Cavanaugh scored against Marquette? What'd you say? A lot. That's what a lot of people would think. But not when I put my 5'6" defenseman on him. Matt Cavanaugh has never scored a goal against Marquette University. Not one in 3 games. 2 of the games have been really close. one has been a blowout. There's been a lot of times that Notre Dame scored and Matt Kavanaugh has not scored one goal. I didn't look for the biggest, fastest, strongest defensive. I looked for the guy with the most heart. He fit that role for me. The point of that part of the story is there's a place for all of you. Whether you're the biggest, fastest, strongest, smallest, toughest, nastiest, face-off guy, non-face-off guy, there's a place in this game for every type of athlete. You just got to believe in yourself and you'll find your niche. So now my bus stopped. My bus stopped and my doors opened. The music just got louder. The smoke came out. I'm rocking a nice Elvis suit, looking cool in the front seat. How am I inviting you up the steps? What's your ticket to the bus? What's the ticket to the bus? Scholarship. Where's your dad? We're talking money already, huh? That's at the end of the process. What's the ticket to the bus? What's your bus ticket?
Hard work.
No, think about it. I've already decided that you're an athlete. You can play at my school. Grades. Academics. So I may stop at your bus stop, but I'm going to ask you for your bus ticket. Your bus ticket's going to be your report card. It's going to be your transcript. It's going to be the test scores that you take when you get older. Your SATs and ACTs. It's going to be who you are as a student. Does that mean that you have to get straight A's? No. What do you think it means? Think about it in simple terms. What does it mean? What am I looking at on your report card? Oh, I want a little bit more than average. Are you putting in your all? I want to look at, if you're an A student, I want to look at, are you taking the hardest classes you possibly can? I want to look at, if you're a B student, are you taking really hard classes and being a B student? If you're a C student, did you become a B student that next semester or that next year? From 8th grade, did you get better in 9th grade? Did you trend upward? At the end of the day, your academic information is black and white, but that speaks to who you are as a person. You somewhat have control of that. The thing you do have control of is how much effort you put in and how hard you work. You can always improve. And as coaches, that's what we look for. We want hard workers in every aspect of life. We want guys who want to get the most out of themselves in everything that they do. You may be the hardest worker on the field, best skill, but if you don't have the grades to get into my school, I'm going to push you right back to the bus stop, and there'll be another bus that'll come along. It certainly won't be as cool as mine, but they'll come along and they'll pick you up. Now, you're standing at the front of the bus. You just handed me that ticket. I've looked at it. I said, you know what? You fit my academic environment. But, my friend, you can't have a seat just yet. What do you think is going to get you that seat? What's the last part of this equation? And don't say money. Think about it. You want to get on that bus? I'm assuming you do. Friendship, that's a part of it. Think broader. What do you got? Teamwork, maybe? Kindness, friendship. Okay, we're at the bottom of the pyramid now. Think about the big top. What is all one word or two words that encompass all that? Kindness, friendship. Respect, that's in there. Your attitude, the type of person you are, your character. Your character. The athleticism part's easy for me to evaluate. I can sit on the field, I can tell you who's going to be a great lacrosse player in 5 minutes. The academic piece, it's black and white. Your numbers are going to speak for themselves. There's a little bit of investigation that we'll do, but not much. The character piece, that's the piece that coaches like me, we work tirelessly to evaluate. We'll ask everybody in your life that you think we know about, and then everybody that you don't know that we know about. We'll ask who you are. I'll call the secretary in the guidance office at your school, and I'll ask her, when he asked for that transcript, was he polite? Is he generally known as a respectful person? How does he treat girls? When I travel in recruiting time, in the summertime, I'll travel to Baltimore, New York, Philadelphia. Inevitably, when I get off the plane, there's lacrosse players everywhere. These are big major tournaments, and guys are flying in from all over the country. I very seldomly wear Marquette attire, because I don't want people to know who I am. I want to be just a guy in the crowd, noticing kids like yourself. Noticing how you interact with your peers when you don't think anybody's looking. Are you respectful? Do you treat the flight attendants with respect? Do you say thank you and please? Do you look after the elderly? Do you bring negative attention to yourself? Fellas, that's the part that we work the hardest because that's the part that determines our success. The most talented teams don't always win. It's the teams that have the most successful culture. The teams that have the most successful culture have a chance to reach and surpass their potential. And one bad person can ruin the culture of a team. One bad person who does not want to reach excellence in everything that he does can ruin 45 other players' dreams and goals. So we're going to spend more time evaluating that. More time and energy spent. There's thousands of lacrosse players across the country. Thousands. I'm looking for 10 or 12 every year. So once you're standing at that head of the bus, looking at all the seats, looking at the guys dancing around the disco ball, there's about 15 of you that are exactly the same player, the same student. What's going to be the difference maker is the type of person that you become. So all of you guys right here should be sitting there saying, that's freaking awesome. That's awesome because that's the only part of the equation that I have complete control over. I've got 100% control over the type of person that I become. When mom and dad made me, they determined how tall and fast I was going to be. They determined the type of academic initiative or aptitude I was going to have. You'll work hard, you'll get faster, your skill will improve, but there's a limit, a God-given limit. The same thing in academics. But the only area that you have complete control of is the type of person you become. So what does that mean? That means say yes and thank you, and please show gratitude. Show gratitude to everybody in your life. Your day should start with gratitude every day. Every day you should wake up and write down 3 things you're grateful for, just to get your mind in a positive state. Every single day. When was the last time one of you guys took the clothes out of the dryer and just folded them for your mom without her asking? When was the last time you did that? Anybody? How many guys have a dog? Show of hands. Put them up. Keep them up. Keep them up if you guys have picked up the poop in the past week. Good job. Put them down. Do the little things to show that you're grateful. You think your mom and dad want to go around the backyard and picking up the dog poop after a long day's work? No. I bet you spend more time with that dog than they do. Clean up after it. Make your mom's day a little bit easier by folding the clothes or emptying the dishwasher. Those little things will determine the type of person you become. Be known as a really nice person. One of my favorite quotes is a gentleman who played lacrosse at the school I went to out east. He was a New York City fireman, and he perished in 9/11. He told his kids this quote. He said, it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. And that to me is the most important thing. If you're known as a nice person, that's a great thing. Remember what I said. You guys have complete control of that. 100% complete control of the type of person you become. So I'll be watching this weekend. You guys will pick up the trash when it's not yours. We're walking around carrying your bags, making sure mom and dad don't carry your equipment off the field. Okay? Dragging the cooler for the coach, making sure you guys have water. All right? Helping your teammates out when they get down, being a good leader, working hard. Those are the things that we'll be looking for. All right? Thank you very much for your time. Good luck to you guys this weekend. I can't wait to watch you guys compete. Moms and dads, thank you.